Imagine a mouse that only weighs 36 grams, comes with the latest Pixar 3950 sensor that supports up to 8K polling rates with an already free dongle that comes out of the box, trending competitive kind of shape, and Omron optical switches, and also a web-based software. All these things only for $69. Does that make sense, guys? It sounds too good to be true. That's why I ordered this mouse, to test if these things actually are worth it or just a Chinese mouse that doesn't really deserve. Anyway, the unboxing experience is absolutely amazing. It's actually a work of art. It has some sort of magnetic thing that closes the box. It comes with 2 pairs of skates. They don't come applied. I applied them myself and I chose these ones over these. Also, it comes with an 8K polling rate dongle with a stiff cable. It's almost as stiff as the Viper's, which is actually worse because it's fat and it's not good for wired gaming. Dongle comes with a rubbery bottom so it doesn't slip, and a really cool round design. Let's move on and talk about the most important things, which is, first of all, you wouldn't buy this mouse if you don't like the shape. This shape is very trending right now. It's almost like the Sora V2. It comes in between the Pulsar X2H and X2H Mini. As you can see here, I am holding the mouse. It feels like a premium coating, actually. I did not expect this from a $70 mouse. So yeah, also for the shape, I like how it goes right inside my palm right there. And when I claw grip it, it goes secured inside my hand. It doesn't move at all. And now let's talk about the side clicks, the scroll wheel, and the main clicks. Let's talk about the main clicks and compare them to the Viper V3 Pro and GPX Superlight 2. Let's do a sound test real quick. When it comes to sound, the GPX sounds the crispier and more fun. The Viper wins, actually is the lightest clicking. This one comes in between when it comes to the weight you need to push. Of course, it's not as stiff as the GPX, but it feels good. It feels amazing. To be specific, they're Omron optical gray switches. Let's talk about the side buttons. The side buttons clicks, they don't have a lot of pre-travel, a little bit of post-travel. For me, they feel very good, way better than the GPX Superlight side clicks, but not as good as the Vipers. The Vipers have the best side buttons clicks ever when it comes to the mice industry. But yeah, these ones come very in between and really cool to click. No issues with them whatsoever. The scroll wheel, I have one issue with it, but before, let's talk about how loose it is. It's a little bit loose, but not as loose as the GPX. This one is very bad. The Vipers is very precise, and this one comes in between. It's very acceptable. I like it. I also like the texture on it. My camera is trash, I know, but you know, there's a really cool texture on it. But what I hate about it is the clicks. You need to put so much pressure, so much weight on it in order to click. Is more stiff than the GPX, which I hate. The scroll wheel of the GPX, and the Viper always wins when it comes to the scroll wheel. This one takes a lot of pressure to put on it. Also forgot to say that there's an LED indicator right here under the Scyrox logo. The skates that come out of the box are very thin. I mean, they're cool, they slide very well, no issues with that. They're not the best premium feeling skates, but they're very thin, and the problem with the thinness is 2 problems. First of all, it makes the LOD, even though it's low on the software, of course it's a web-based software and it saves automatically after you change anything. But yeah, let's talk about the LOD here. The minimum LOD I'm playing on is 0.7 millimeters, and there's a high LOD of 2 millimeters, but when I switch between them, I don't really notice a big difference. And also, when we have very thin skates, even though we put the LOD all the way down to 0.7, it still feels like it's a little bit high of an LOD. They don't feel as smooth as the Vipers. Like, these stock skates are amazing. I've been playing with the Viper for months now, so I'm very used to the feeling of the skates of this mouse. I would definitely get an aftermarket skates for this. Some people might not really notice this at all. There's a on and off button right there, which feels a little bit stiff, and there's a DPI button right there. The build quality of the mouse is very cool. There's no squeaking whatsoever. I noticed 0 issues with the build quality of the mouse, actually. But one thing I'm a little bit afraid of is to drop the mouse on the floor by accident, because if you drop this mouse and it goes down on the clicks shell, this is very thin. It's a very thin shell from the front. From the back is very secure and cool, but from the front is very thin right there on the clicks. And like, if you drop this on the floor and it goes like that, they might break because it's a very light mouse. to reduce the weight. They had to make it feel a little bit cheap. I mean, for the price, you can't really complain much. And now let's talk about the software website that has an icon of Lamzu. Why does it say Lamzu here? And I finally understand why they say it's a sub-brand of Lamzu. It actually could be. Or maybe Lamzu helped them with the software. But yeah, the software has a Lamzu logo on it. It's a web-based page, basically. You just open up the web-based page and you don't have to save anything after changing the settings. So like if I'm on like 2K pulling rate, the second I press on it, the mouse goes on 2K. I don't have to like save it or anything. So that's what I love about the software, but it has some bugs. Of course, this is one of the cons of the mouse. It's the battery life. As you can see, I'm going to refresh the page and it's still going to show the same battery life. I've been using this mouse for like 2.5 hours today, and the battery life is still 93. It did not move at all. It's definitely lower than that because I played some matches on Valorant. So sometimes like it's a bug, especially when you turn off the mouse and turn it on again like multiple times a day. The battery life either gets stuck, it suddenly jumps all the way down to like 20 or something. So you never really know the actual battery life of this mouse. It's very weird, but I'm sure they will fix it in the next firmware updates. But there's a lot of really good pros about the software, like motion sync, for example. I don't like using motion sync. I wish I could turn it off on the Viper. But yeah, there is an option here. There's high speed mode. This speed mode, when you press on it, is in competitive mode. The mouse performance will be fully released, but the battery consumption would be very high, so the battery will drain. There's a long distance if your dongle is far away. There's sleep mode, I have it in 1 minute, and my favorite one, angle snapping. Imagine having angle snapping built in the software. I have it on, of course. It's very, very useful. You don't have to download any softwares. Pulling rate goes up to 8K, but I'm currently just playing on 1K because the battery life on this mouse is dog shit. So before you buy this mouse, you can ask me any questions in the comments, and there's also a referral link. I can earn 5% if you buy it from the link in the description below to support me, and I thank you very much. And I think I'm going to be maining this mouse for the next few days, maybe months. For one reason, it's because of the shape and the grippiness and armor on opticals. Anything else, I don't really care. These three things combined when they come with one mouse, the shape, the grippiness, and the armor on opticals. Like if you have all these in one mouse, why would you ever buy another mouse? You know what I mean? So I'm going to be maining this for Valorant from now on. Thank you for watching the video and have a great day, guys. Take care.